baptism, Elder
Here we go. It's time to go temple building from the inside out. Many of us know that physical and mental health play a direct part in spiritual health, but we may not know how to bring it all together. Well, here's your host, Desiree Fletcher Carruthers, as we go temple building from the inside out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to KPOG 102.9's Temple Building from the Inside Out. I'm your host, Desiree Fletcher Carruthers, and thanks for joining me this morning. As always, please be sure to download the KPOG app on your smartphone and carry us with you wherever you go. Quick note of housekeeping, Temple Building will be moving to Sundays. So that's kind of exciting. I'm not sure of a time just yet, but keep your eye on the KPOG Facebook page for more information. I'll also try to post on my Facebook page as well. But starting next week, you will have a new show in the 10 o'clock slot on KPOG. And I'll be following up on Sunday. So there you have it. So here we are, mid-January already. And I know I've been out of pocket for a couple of weeks and didn't get to bring in the new year with you all. So Happy New Year! Hopefully you have been making the most of your 2020 so far. So now that's out of the way. I know that all of you New Year resolutioners are probably in full swing trying to get those goals knocked down. And some of you are still on the fence. You made all these New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year, and you still have not gotten started. So my advice to you is whatever you have set out to accomplish in 2020, get moving. It doesn't have to be a big step, but it's a small step. So take some nonetheless. Small steps lead to progress. I don't care what it is that you do, just do something towards hitting that goal. If your goal is financial, start putting all your dollars and cents into a change jar. So if you're paying with cash, whatever you get back in change, if you don't need to spend it, throw it in a jar and start saving it. Start saving towards your first goal of, save 100, save 1,000, keep moving. If your goal is spiritual and you just don't find the time to read, to pray, to study, you know what? Put the Bible app on your phone. And when you jump in your car, instead of tuning into your regular contemporary station, tune into a Christian station. You know, spending time with God doesn't have to be difficult. Like I said, small steps. You know, and as far as fitness goes, if you've requested information for my Hazel May Nutrition Incentive Challenge, turn in your paperwork. Again, one small step to get you started. You know, your health is tied to so many aspects of your life. It impacts your physical outlook, your mental outlook, and it impacts your spiritual outlook. So whatever that 2020 goal is, get started on it. Just to share a little story with you, I received a text from one of my clients this morning, and she's been struggling a little bit to get started with what I call her nutrition homework. But today she was up and had 6 something this morning. She sent a text with a very simple question, and I shot back an answer, and voila, her homework is started. So that 3-word text was her small step towards reaching her goals, and it doesn't take much to get momentum rolling. So get going. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, just get started towards it. And speaking of New Year's resolutions, I know my shtick for this program is generally nutrition, but I am going to shift gears today and talk about the gym. One of the big New Year's resolutions is to go to the gym, get fit, get skinny, all of that great stuff. So if you're a newbie or a re-newbie, which is what I like to call somebody who has tried a gym in the past and didn't get anywhere, not anywhere at all, but they have got the courage to try it again, this is for you. So I am going to share the secrets, according to Desiree Fletcher Carruthers, of how you can win at the gym in 2020. But first of all, for all of you regulars out there totally irritated by the newbies and the re-newbies who are in your way, they're taking over the gym equipment, they don't know the first thing about gym etiquette, this one is for you. Please just show a little grace. You were a newbie at once, you were maybe a renewbie at one time. Everyone has to start somewhere. So I would just like to ask that you please practice a little patience and kindness with your new friends in the gym. Maybe share some advice. You know, who knows? You might make a new friend and even be the reason that someone sticks with the gym and becomes a regular like you. I know it's easy to get frustrated. You know, your nice, calm gym time that you like to take advantage of is now swarming with new people, and you can't do your workout like you normally do, and it can be a little bit frustrating, but you know, these people are trying to better their lives just like you are. So if you can help be a light for them, then that would be fantastic. So that was for our regulars out there that are at the gym. So this is for all you newbies and renewbies out there. So my first secret that I want to share with you, and these are not rocket science, but I'm going to remind you of all of these things with the hopes that you'll actually practice at least one or two of them. So if at all possible, find an accountability partner. Find a workout partner, someone who will go with you to the gym. And if at least one of you can stay motivated, then both of you are more likely to get to the gym on a regular basis, and consistency is going to be key in reaching your goals in whatever that might be. Secret number 2. Cardio is a great place to start. We have a lot of folks that get in the gym and they start out with cardio. Do that. Definitely do that, but don't get stuck there. There are massive benefits for health and weight loss in building muscle and strength training, so don't be afraid of it. You don't have to launch into it right away, but do kind of keep it in the back of your mind as a future goal that you might want to expand outside of cardio and try to give the weights a little time and attention. And for all you ladies out there who think getting tone means cardio, that's not what that means. It means getting trim. Cardio is going to help you burn calories and ultimately probably lose some weight, but it is not going to give you that tone look. That tone look comes by building muscle. So again, weights are going to be your friend. So keep that in mind. Another thing that this one's going to be kind of tough, and I don't mean to sound mean when I say it, but it's probably going to come out sounding a little bit mean. And you know who you are if you're doing this, but don't pretend like you know what you're doing because you don't know what you're doing. And anybody who's a regular at the gym, we also know you don't know what you're doing. So don't pretend like you do. Go ahead, feel liberated enough to ask for help. That is what's going to help you succeed. You know, for those people out there that don't like to ask for directions and drive around lost aimlessly for a long time when they could just stop and ask for directions, don't do that. Ask for help. Ask for directions. Virtually every single gym you're going to belong to, regardless of the size, they're going to have a manager and they're going to have a personal trainer there that can help you become comfortable with the gym. If the gym owners or the gym managers, whoever, offer an orientation, take advantage of it. It's usually free. If they don't offer you an orientation, ask for one. So Desiree, what's an orientation? You're telling me to go ask for one. What is it? So an orientation could include a walkthrough of the gym to let you know where everything is, an introduction on how to use the selectorized equipment and what it's for. And also if the gym offers a free class or program of any kind and it fits in your schedule, take it. Take advantage of it. Knowledge is power. Don't be embarrassed. Ask for the help. Take the help. And if you're wondering what selectorized equipment is, it's just another fancy word for the machines, for the weight machines. You know, and if you find out how to use the weight machines, my next point is to stick with the machines to start. you don't have to venture out into the free weights right away. You know, if you've never lifted weights before, the machines are probably going to be scary enough, but they offer more structure. A lot of them will have instructions and details on what body part they are going to impact and how to use them. So the orientation will be great. If you want to focus on a certain body part to improve, you'll know which machines to use, although I will let you know you cannot spot improve. Your body is going to build and grow, drop weight, or gain muscle in whatever area it wants to at the pace that it will want to. You cannot spot improve, so do work the whole body. Get an orientation, help yourself out. The goal is stay with your program. Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. So as you get more experience, you can graduate to other parts of the gym, but you know, it is a process. It definitely is a process, and don't feel like you have to know or understand it all at once. And speaking of experience, now here's another one that's going to be hard, and I have no dog in this fight whatsoever. I'm not recommending a gym. I'm not recommending a trainer, but I am recommending hiring a personal trainer and or nutritionist. If you can't afford a full-blown training package, then I'm recommending buying a couple of sessions to at least learn the basics of form. You know, even on the machines, good form is one of the most important things to take with you to the gym. If there's anything that you can pack to take with you, it is going to be form. It will help you keep from getting injured, and it will be key to getting the results in building up your body. So what's form? Form is how you lift a machine, how you lift a weight. What is the functional movement that you need to go through to get the benefit of that particular exercise? You know, and if you have problems, if you have knee problems, joint problems, any of those sorts, a personal trainer is going to be able to help you adapt exercises that are going to be the most friendly to your body and teach you the proper form to go through all of those motions. The point of the gym, cardio, lifting weights, and all of that to improve your health is to do just that. Improve your health, not hinder your health, not hurt your health. So as I said, knowledge is power. Gain the knowledge you need to succeed. There's no shame in it. If you have to save up money to do it, then do it. It's going to be one of the most important things that you can do, is to learn the right way to exercise and how you're doing it. And you know, there's a whole, not all trainers are made equally. They don't have the same level of experience. They don't have the same level of knowledge. This show is not about how to pick a trainer. My advice is, though, find one and help yourself out to do that. An important side note here, though, YouTube and Instagram are not the Bible for fitness. They are not. They are great for motivation. They are great for creativity and ideas. They are great for doing homework and maybe connecting you to a trainer that will be great for you, but they are not the end all be all. A lot of what they advise is general information. Like my show here, it is general information. We don't know you personally, although we may get to know you personally. We probably love the opportunity to get to know you personally, but we don't know your specific needs. And so the information we share is general knowledge that needs to be either adapted or customized to fit specifically what your needs are, but they can definitely get you pointed in the right direction. And if they keep you motivated and excited to move towards your health and wellness goals, then by all means, follow along, pay attention to what they do, but just understand that you are a unique individual and not everything that they recommend is going to apply 100% to what your needs are. So that's important to keep in mind. Because, you know, sometimes following what they do when you're not ready to do the things that they're doing can cause you to become hurt as well. So we don't want that. So we want to avoid that. Goal setting is important. I know everybody goes into the new year with a big goal. a huge goal. I want to fit into this. I want to be able to climb that. I want to weigh this. I want to look a certain way. I want to feel a certain way. That's a big goal, and that's the end of the journey. The problem is when newbies and re-newbies and even people who have been at it for a long time, they only focus on the big goal and they lose sight of how to get there. So it is more important as a new person when you're getting started to focus more on the small goals and setting those small goals. And I would say right now, if you're just getting started at the gym, or if you haven't even gotten to the gym, your first goal should be just to get there. Just get there, just walk in the door. I don't care how many minutes you spend there, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, go in there, do something, be active, sign up for a class or sign up for your orientation, whatever that first step is, but just take it. Just get there. That is your goal, just to get to the gym. And that really should be your goal for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Your goal for today, I'm going to the gym. Your goal tomorrow, I'm going to the gym. Your goal the day after that, I'm going to the gym. Or if you know you could only be there 3 days, then I'm going to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on Monday, I'm going to the gym today. On Tuesday, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. On Wednesday, I'm going to the gym today. Repeat and practice until it becomes more of a habit. Once going to the gym, just actually getting there is mastered, then look at the next small one. What's the next small goal? Okay, maybe at that point, I want to lose 2 pounds in 2 weeks, or, whatever it might be. I'm going to try a new exercise this week. I'm going to ask a friend to come with me this week. Small goals that you can check off that you hit on your way to the big goal. And then just be sure to celebrate the small goals as you get there. And never lose sight of those. And my number one piece of advice for you guys in 2020 as far as how to win at the gym, and if you do everything that I have said up to this point, this one should be a non-issue, but this one is don't give up. That is the number one reason people fail at the gym or in any health and wellness goal or in life in general is you gave up. You hit a stumbling block and you didn't get back up. So say you get started, you're doing great, you're going to the gym for a month, and then all of a sudden you fall off, and it's one day you don't go, it's a week you don't go, it's a month you don't go. Don't let that become a year that you don't go. Pick yourself back up and get started again. Don't quit. You paid this money for a gym. You're probably more than likely locked into some sort of membership for at least for a year or 6 months, unless you belong to Planet Fatness, and then maybe you're not. And in that, I called it Planet Fatness, okay? I do have issues with that gym chain. I do, but I'm going to step back from that. I'm not going to call it that again. It just slips out. It just slips out sometimes. But it's just it just gives you an excuse to give up on yourself. It just really does. So if you've made that commitment, stick to the commitment. Maybe you're not going to use all 12 months of that membership, but try to use as much of it as you possibly can. If you fall off track, get back up. Like my client I was talking to you about earlier in the show, she's been trying to do her homework now for 2 or 3 weeks. She hasn't got it done. She has not gotten it done. Today was the first day she got started. And in between that time, we've had a lot of non-activity. We've had bad eating days. We've had a lot of stuff going on in there. But the point of the matter is she did not give up on herself. She did not give up on herself. And in fact, after she started her homework today, she texted me and she said, here's to no more back pain and feeling healthy in 2020. And that was her inspiration, and that was her goal. It took her about a good 3 weeks even to take that small first step of documenting what she's eating, just a meal at a time, and getting it to me so I can help her pull it together. Ideally, she would just have her little list and she'd just put it all in and she'd send it to me. That's not happening. That's not what it's going to take to get her where she's going. But we found a way to get her where she's going, and that's what we're doing. She didn't give up. And, Lord willing, she's not going to give up. So if you take nothing else from this program, then all I'm going to say is don't quit, don't stop, keep going. Because life is going to keep going, and you're either going to be part of it or it's going to pass you by. So you need to decide what quality life it is that you want to live, and you need to decide that right now, today. If that's your first small step that you're going to take, then let's do it. Decide what quality life is it that you want to live. Are you out there with your kids? Are you out there with your grandkids the way you want to be active? Do you have the energy to do your job the way you want to do it? Do you look the way you want to look? Do you feel the way you want to feel? Do you have that connection with God that you want to have at the level that you want to have it? What quality of life do you want to live? That's the question. Because whatever it is, you can have it. You can totally have it. I've got another gal that my husband and I are going to be supporting, and she's had a goal of wanting to step on the natural bodybuilding stage for 3 years. 3 years she's been working on that, and this year is the year. She's finally getting there. She might not quite be ready yet, but she's got a show in mind that she wants to step on stage for, and she's going after it. 3 years is a long time to ponder on something, but whatever it is within her, she's grabbed onto it, and it's driven her to keep that in her mind's eye, to go forward and to finally tackle it. Sometimes it takes a little bit for the flip and the trigger in your mind to flip. It's with me that way sometimes too. I compete in natural bodybuilding. I haven't stepped on stage in 2 years, but I know that I am going to do that. And in fact, this is the year for me as well. And so getting back in that, full training mode and mindset, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to flip that switch. But I always have that goal in mind, and I don't stop. I don't give up. And that's the key. That is the key. I don't care how long it takes you to get there, to get wherever you're going, but don't stop, don't give up. Keep making small incremental steps, keep getting back on that wagon, and you will eventually get there. And I think I've beaten that horse, immensely. It's dead. It's dead. That horse right there, not getting back up in 2020. It's done. So I hope you get the point. And I would just say, on your part, if you really are looking for ways to get started, I am happy to reach out to the local gym owners in the area, the one that I know, find out what kind of programs that they're offering, whether they're free or if they have a small price, if you can take part in them, whether you're a member or not. I'm willing to pull that together and share that list with you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm going to work on that for you. Whatever I can do to encourage you to take that small step to get you going towards your goals in 2020, whether it's at the gym or not, then let's do that. Let's do that together. And in fact, even if you don't have a gym membership, you know what you have? You have shoes, you have a coat, you have a hat, you have gloves. Get your little buns outside and walk around that block. Hopefully it's shoveled. Hopefully there's salt and sand on it so you don't slip and fall, but you can get outside and you can walk around the block, or you can drive to the mall and you can walk around the mall. You can do something. You can get moving. You can put that candy bar down and maybe buy a piece of fruit. There are small things that you can do every day to improve your health that don't require spending a lot of money. So if the gym membership is there, because people be like, oh, Desiree, I can't afford it. When I was a gym owner, I would have people sitting in my office crying. The doctor's telling me I'm going to be a type 2 diabetic if I don't do this and I don't do that. Okay, but then you're crying because you can't afford a gym membership. But you can afford to put your life at risk. You can afford to pay for prescriptions that you'll probably be on for the rest of your life because you're not tackling the issue. And you're sad about it, and you want me to be sad about it with you too, but you don't want to do the work. You got to do the work. Other than not giving up, this is parallel with not giving up. You have to do the work. Only you can help you be better. The rest of us are here to support you. We'll definitely do everything that we can, and that's one of the challenges of being in the health and wellness service industry is a lot of times the people that are in it, like the gym owners and the trainers and what have you, the chiropractors, doctors, whoever is out there, trying to champion good health, true good health, you know, a lot of times they want it more for the individual than the individual wants for themselves. So you got to want it. You got to go after it. You got to take those small steps to do it. And I said that horse was dead, but evidently it got revived and came back. So anyway, it is dead for real now. So with that being said, I will be back at you on Sunday. Not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday. If you bear with me here, I'm going to give you a date. It is going to be Sunday, January 26th is the next time I'll be back on the airwaves. I just attended a fantastic conference. It was called The Line to Thrive, put on by EP True Chiropractic. Several doctors and nutrition specialists were there, and I learned a lot, even more about sugar, about the mind-body connection, about gut inflammation, and the importance of your spine to your overall health. And I'm going to be bringing those things and a lot of other topics to you in the near future. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll be talking to you soon with more information for you to take in, digest, and do your own homework on. But until then, your body is a temple, so let's build it.
Thanks for joining us for today's edition of Temple Building from the Inside Out, brought to you by the Hazel May Collaboration and Nutrition Coaching, helping you live your healthiest life yet. And remember, the thoughts and viewpoints of this program should not be taken as professional advice. Consult your physician for medical concerns.
Fitch was on his way home with his clothes clammy against his